As someone who turns into a husk without the slightest bit of caffeine running through my blood, I feel like it's my duty to present to you guys the 6 stages of what I like to call the caffeine addiction. I like to call stage 1 the introduction, and this is usually where the addiction begins. This is where you would drink a coffee to stay up late and maybe finish some schoolwork or finish some work that you need to get caught up on, or pretty much just stay up, right? You're using it to make it so that you don't have to go to bed late at night. Stage 2 of this addiction quickly follows and quickly builds, and that's when I would consider you a morning coffee person. Suddenly, instead of drinking coffee to stay up late at night, you're starting to drink caffeine in the morning so that when you wake up, you're wide awake, right? Make that morning as productive as possible. Don't talk to me until I've had my coffee. Now, this is one of the more dangerous stages of the caffeine addiction, and if you want to get out now, you kind of can. You're going to have some headaches for a couple days, but after that, you're good to go. You're still able to get out of the caffeine cycle. Stage 3 is where things get a little bit dicey. Tea, coffee, that's no good anymore. You need more caffeine, and the quickest way to do that is by getting pre-workout or by getting energy drinks, both of which have an obscene amount of caffeine in them, and you need that in your bloodstream in order to pretty much function. So this is where I would say you're starting to drink energy drinks, usually around lunchtime, maybe closer to dinner, but you need that pick-me-up or you're gonna fall asleep in the middle of the day. You can still get out of the caffeine cycle, but this is your absolute last chance. After you have an energy drink, you pretty much have to say, okay, no more caffeine, or you are going to be locked in for life. Stage 4 is very similar to stage 3, and it's almost like a stage 3.5 in a sense that you are drinking energy drinks every single day, or you're drinking coffee every single day. But the point is that you need to have a large amount of caffeine on the daily, and at this point it is way too far for you to get out of the caffeine cycle. You are locked in for life. Now, stage 5 is where things get a little bit crazy, and unfortunately this is where I would consider myself, and that's where you start replacing every single liquid in your life with a caffeinated beverage. Suddenly, instead of drinking water, you find yourself drinking 6 Diet Cokes a day. On top of that, you're still drinking your energy drinks and occasionally having a coffee. Now, me personally, I would say on average, I probably drink 3 Diet Cokes, maybe 4 Diet Cokes a day. On top of that, I usually have 1 or 2 energy drinks, and I wish I could stop, but I literally turn into a husk without having even a tiny bit of caffeine. I need at least 1 energy drink worth of caffeine in my system, or I literally just fall apart. And that's the way it is. And finally is stage 6. This is where your caffeine addiction becomes so crippling that you can't function without having an IV shoved into your arm to have a constant drip feed of caffeine into your system. Now, this is where things get dangerous because you're introduced to this wonderful invention called caffeine pills, where you can pop a pill and get 200 milligrams of caffeine slowly dosed into your bloodstream throughout the entire day. Take multiple of those, and this is usually where caffeine overdose occurs, which can lead to a bunch of wonderful things, including death. So I highly advise not reaching stage 6, but if you do, just don't. It's probably not good for you. All right, those are my 6 stages of the caffeine addiction. Hopefully you guys found this video funny and informative. And if you did, then please do not drink that much caffeine. Do not get to stage 6. Do not even get to stage 5. I'm working my way back down to stage 4. But if you do get to stage 5, I'm right along with you. And honestly, look at my eyes. I am so tired. I got 9 hours of sleep last night, and I have already drank 3 Diet Cokes, and I still look like this.